Hello, Attorney Prashanti. This is a question on a green card. I'm currently on an H1B and planning to begin my MBA on the side. Is there any reason the MBA needs to be a STEM major, or it could be something else?
So obviously you should do what you need to for your career, and that's paramount. But the advantage of having a STEM major like information systems or management information systems or some STEM kind of background in the MBA is that you get a STEM OPT, which is for 3 years. And that STEM OPT helps because, as you all know, the situation with H1Bs, it's difficult to transition from an F1 to a H1 immediately because there is a registration process and it is difficult to get picked in the registration because the demand is so high that, this year, especially there were 700 odd, almost 800,000 registrations filed and there are only 85,000 numbers available. So the chances of getting picked were very low. But of course, other things happened and then the chances increased. So in general, I guess if things are normal and there are no multiple registrations happening, still the chances of getting picked is about 30% maybe. So it might be that you don't get picked in the first year after your completion. You might need another year or 2 years to get picked. So that STEM OPT really helps you to stay in the country, continue working, and try your hand at the lottery while you're here in the country.
So, in other words, the MBA or any other major that they're planning to pick in STEM fields, that's probably useful for their H1B or getting the STEM OPT. But you mean to say there's no connection to the future green card applications?
No, because you can file an EB2 or EB3 application either way. It doesn't have to be STEM to file the GC application. It can be in any field. You could be a lawyer and file a GC application under EB2. So it really doesn't matter. You don't have to be in the STEM field to file a GC, unless that helps you somehow with research. If you're doing research of some kind, which again could be in any field, but it's more likely, people do research more often in the scientific fields, in the STEM fields. So if you're doing research, you might then qualify for EB1 if you go on to do a PhD, or you have a master's and you join an organization which does research and you have several papers published, etc., etc., etc. But again, you're more likely to be in the research field if you are in science, but it's not necessary that you have to be in science to do research or to get an EB1 category green card, which is definitely an advantage because the EB1 priority dates are much better than EB2 and EB3 priority dates.
Thank you for answering that question.